It's so dismal and depressing out here.
It's good pain. It means I can't be phased.
Peppermint field inhaler. My coworker Quinn went to Thailand and China like over the last 2 weeks, and she brought this back for me. It's like a menthol, and when you breathe it in, it's supposed to like wake you up. Quinn is no longer on the project. She came back from vacation, and after 2 days, they said she's no longer on the project. So yeah, if that says anything about my company and how they run things. But I'm going to the gym. I need to burn some energy that I have all cooped up inside of me, because all I do is work now, and all work and no play makes me cool a dull boy. Oh, what have I become? I've become everything that I said I wouldn't become. A victim to society's idea of normal. Work all day, follow orders, blah, blah, blah.
People jump, people sing, people throw, people think, people fail, people hate what they don't know, people think they're worth nothing, people think they're at the top, people drop, people look what they are not, people don't stop. Keep looking in the mirror till I see myself,
It's good pain. Good pain. It hurts, but I'm gonna be better because of it. It's good.
Grass stains cut my bloody knees. It's good pain. It means I can't be phased. And that little death inside my sides won't make it right.
Look, we're ready for Christmas. Only 304 days till Christmas. Okay, this is actually nuts. So I said 304 days until Christmas as like a guesstimate, because I knew Christmas was like, you know, about 2 months ago. There's 365 days in a year, 30 days in a month, so 2 months is like 60 days. Well, I was gonna add a little like text saying like the actual amount of days until Christmas. So I just said 304. Guess how many days till Christmas? 304. Isn't that insane? I got it right. I guessed it right. Okay, back to your regular scheduled program. We're ready. We already got our tree. Sorry, Santa. So it's been a minute since I've posted a video. It's actually probably been a few minutes. I decided to make a little video about a situation that I found myself in last week. And I just kind of want to talk about that and then explain, you know, how, because I did it and went through it, I ended up being better off. So I've been going to Baltimore for work like every other week, which really I'm not thrilled about, especially this time of year, because it's just cold there and not fun. And I've been way overworked lately because our project's behind, and like I've been working 7 days a week and it's not been fun. So I'm not gonna get into like the details of like what happened that day, but let's just fast forward to like the point of this video, which is at night, that night, I was laying there in bed just having the worst anxiety I've ever felt. Like I was so stressed. I could not quiet my mind. I could not fall asleep. I was sweating in bed. Okay? And this lasted until about like 2:30 in the morning. And I tried to put my noise canceling headphones on to try to just calm my mind, and I even put some meditation on. Didn't work. I ended up falling asleep like, and then waking back up in intervals like all throughout the night. but I was just so stressed and anxious and unhappy. And during that night, like what I was feeling, it really didn't feel like it was gonna end. Like there was a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's funny because, you know, whenever you are able to think clear, you know that with the bad comes good after. And usually I can kind of, you know, tell myself that, like, okay, this sucks like so much, but it's gonna end. But that night, for whatever reason, honestly, it felt like I was on like drugs or something, like having a bad experience. It was so intense. But the reason why sentient beings, humans, we feel anxiety, right? It's for a reason. It's to prepare us for what's to come. Over however many years of evolution we've evolved, anxiety is with us for a reason, to survive, right? To live another day. When you're in that super anxious state, it's nearly impossible to remember that, you know, this is actually gonna help you, because that's how we were developed and evolved. So I was just like, okay, I gotta feel it. I gotta feel this. And I laid there in that bed and I just let the anxiety waves just roll over me. And I was just burning up, sweating. It was crazy. It was like I've never had like a panic attack before, and I wouldn't even call this a panic attack. Maybe it was. I don't know what defines a panic attack. I was like so flustered, frustrated, no way out. But you have to feel it. You have to feel the pain if you want it to pass. You can't, you know, try to cover it up or mitigate the feelings that are surfacing within you. If you're drinking some beer to alleviate your stress, you're just really masking the issue. You need to feel it. You need to suffer if you want to thrive. You just have to recognize that. The pain can be good. And when you're in the pain, you're not going to remember that. If it's really, truly intense pain, it's nearly impossible to know that this is going to help you. But it does. My crazy boss lady said something to me that really just struck a chord with me and really made me unmotivated to even want to like work and help her anymore, because I've been working so hard, and she just said something so nonchalantly. And it really pissed me off. So, anywho, the next day I go into the office, and it was like the best day that I've ever had on site, because I work remotely, but now I've been going like to the client site like every other week, like I was saying. And but it was weird how prepared I was throughout the day. Like I was in this state of just like flow. Like I wasn't like anxious, because I like got it all out that night before, and my body was like preparing for that next day. And looking back, I mean, that's always the case. Like if you really start to feel anxious about things, you always realize, you know, after that it kind of was like putting on armor for what was to come. I don't know why that is. I don't know why we need to feel those feelings in order to be ready for whatever it is. But that's how we've evolved, and that's what happens. Maybe it was just because I was wearing a comfortable sweatshirt. Usually I wear like a button-up shirt, but it was the last day I was on site, and I was like, I'm just gonna wear this blue sweatshirt, it's comfortable. No, it's probably more than that. It's probably deeper than that. But it felt right. Like, almost that whole day felt right. And I even faced some adversity during the day. And then another evil boss lady kind of getting on me and my coworker about something, but I had the grace and the level-headedness to, you know, just get through it and not let it really get to me. It was weird. It was weird how content I was that next day. And life is, you know, all about the ups and the downs. You can't have the good without the bad, and vice versa. It's like you have to feel the pain if you want it to pass. It's like the lower that you go and the more in depth you get with those true feelings, the more it will launch you back up. So if you're masking it and you're trying to push the feelings to the sides, like by drowning out whatever it might be, you're probably doing yourself more harm than if you were just to feel it. And yeah, it's super uncomfortable having to feel these feelings, but it's how we're designed. We need to feel it. The pain can be a good thing. And while you're in the pain, you're not gonna be thinking that at all. It's gonna be like, this is pain, and pain is bad. But once you get through, you realize you're in a better place now because you felt those emotions. So, just wanted to give a little bit of advice in that area, because that was just based on my experience, like how much turmoil I was feeling, and then to come out of it the next day and know that you do survive. You always survive, right? So that's my 2 cents for anyone. If you get anxious or you're super stressed, man, just keep going. Just keep going. One foot in front of the other. Just get through it. Feel it. It'll pass. So I just wanted to offer that advice for anyone if you've been going through anxious times lately and you don't really know what to do. Just try to look at the pain as it's temporary and it's pain, so there's nothing really good about it. But once you come out of it, you can look back and be like, okay, look at what I've learned from that situation. Look at how I'm better prepared now. My body had prepared me. So, in a sense, it can be a good thing, because life's all about perspective, right? So if you frame it like it wasn't necessarily a bad thing, even though it was painful, you know, it might have brought you to a better place now. So, that's it. Thanks for watching.